I know I ain't been on here in a while. Hey, Casey Joe. Hey. Hi. I know I ain't been on here in a while. Oh, y'all want to see my hair? Because y'all be ready. Y'all always want to see something. I want to see your hair. I want to see. That's how the hair look. That's why I had it up. But anyway. Hey. It has been a minute. I be busy, y'all. I be busy. You like my lashes? These are a lot smaller than what I normally wear. Hey. Y'all. You know I had to get on here and I had to talk about this. I be really trying to be quiet. We are booked and busy, honey. Well, you know, I do those 2025, I do those forecast readings. And so this time of the year, I be busy. So forgive me. I still need to do my zodiac forecast for 2025 on here. But if you want an individual reading, I'm doing that too. You just be following me everywhere. Oh, yeah, I do be busy. Y'all, why that lady get on TikTok? What's her name? Christy Aldridge. And I think she changed her name to Christy Aldridge too. I think that's her page now. Why she get on there with her whole motherfucking chest and lie and say that women trying to jump them because they voted for Trump? Girl, ain't nobody studying you. Oh my God. Why are people like this? This is terrible. This is terrible behavior. Just get up there and lie with they whole talking about the 4B movement. What you think that mean? 4 black women beating you up? Like what? What is wrong with them? With her whole, and she's a Christian content creator. This is why don't nobody trust them. This is why don't nobody like no Christians. This is the shit that we be talking about. And and the crazy shit is that is embarrassing, number one. And secondly, girl, your enemy is not outside your house. Your enemy is within. What in the world? This is my thing. We are witches. I know I am. And most of the people I think that follow me are too. So a witch is like an umbrella term, right? So because anybody can be a witch. Anybody. Anybody can be a witch. Any color, any nationality, because it's just like a pagan. Everybody, if you are not a Christian, you kind of fall up under that umbrella. I don't have anything against white, purple, pink, brown. I don't have nothing against nobody. I don't. But don't be sitting up lying, making up shit when we ain't said that. Because we don't care. And I'm going to stress this. We don't care. 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 See how that feel? Say it. I don't care. I don't care about that. I don't care about this. Say it. I don't care. We do not care. We don't care. Do you know how freeing that is to say, we don't care? We do not care. Because we don't. And people need to be, listen, I am a whole witch. If I have a problem with somebody, I'm going to go to my ancestors about it. That's what I'm going to do. And y'all need to do the same thing. What am I sipping on? I have, what the fuck is the name of it? I have to go in there and give it to you, show it to you. It's, that's the shame I can't remember. Hold on, let me get it. Hold on. You did the first time on your video? Well, good. Good. Hold on, let me get it. Because I want to show you. Okay. Olipop. That's what I'm drinking. One can has 50 calories. Olipop. How long have I been transgender? All my life. All my life. I'm doing it for my phone, so I guess that's why I'm getting all kind of. You like Olipop? I do too. I do too. It was my first time trying that one. He said, how long you been transgender? All my life. You feel like if you met me, we would have a mind? Probably. But I'm normally in person, I'm more quiet. Normally in person, I'm quiet. I'm a woman. Some motherfucker asked me how long I've been transgender. Child. Child. Am I on OnlyFans? No, I wish I was. I need to do some naked witchcraft. But Damon said that if I do that, he would divorce me. But I'm not opposed to it. Can I? Oh my God. He ain't real get that money now. No. So how are y'all doing tonight? Well, thank you for saying it. Me, a girl, fuck you. I was a whole goddamn girl, and I'ma stay a goddamn girl. I got a whole pussy, a twat, that had kids and everything else. What the fuck? What bullshit you tired of, child? You can't be tired, you're still here. You can't be tired, you're still here. You like my necklace? Thank you. I done had it for about a year. Thank you. I think a lot of, I think people just be like, whatever. But I don't think they know me. Cause if they know me, you know, I don't give a fuck about none of that stuff. I'm say whatever the fuck I want to, if I choose to. You know, everybody is a finger bandit. You know, they get behind the computer and shit. Hello, how are you? I'm unsettled and mentally drained. Stumbled on this video and following for years. Thank you. Why are you unsettled, baby? I'm just saying, bad dick and everything else. Terrible periods. Shit. I wish I was transgender. No, baby. Don't wish you look like me. Look like yourself. You've been using the November bath in my book itself. Oh, good. Tribal link. I'm glad. You did a release during the full moon. Everybody honestly should be doing release work every full moon. You should be releasing something, constantly doing that type of work, constantly. A lot of times we be just thinking that when we do spell work, it's just a one-time thing. And sometimes it's just not. Sometimes this is something that you have to constantly put work into because things happen. You can be re-triggered. Those things can come back up. So you got to make sure you're doing your work so you can, you know, Jesus loves you very much. Oh, you pray for me in the name of Jesus. Sam's channel, go to hell. Ain't no such thing as oh Jesus, boy. Go on now. What does it mean when someone touches you and you feel touched days later and they're saying, she came back into the store literally to poke me in the back? Huh? What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean? You know what I be thinking? I think that people just be in their head about every goddamn thing. Well, I hate people and Christians that come in here and do that shit. Get the fuck on. If Jesus is so motherfucking real and you believe so much power in the name of Jesus, then tell me why when all the fucked up stuff happen in your motherfucking life, it's still happening. You be praying like a motherfucker, wishing on a star and everything else, and God Daddy ain't came yet. I don't know why the fuck you think saying it to me is supposed to mean something. Get on. Hell, he ain't moved by your words. The fuck? Do I mind doing a video about Lily? Sure. Oh, thank you, Deidre. No. I have been doing really well, Red and Sassy. Like I said, at the end of the year, it's normally really busy for me because I do those 2025 forecast readings for people. So, yeah. She poked you. I would have pushed her on the fucking floor. Like, don't put your hands on me. We not in that type of climate to be just randomly touching people and shit. How can I get a cast? Lord knows I need one. What's a get a cast? Lord, what? How can I get a cast? Are you saying how can you get a spell? Are you some work? Do the 2025 readings tell people about their upcoming year? Yes, it absolutely does. Magic equals hellfire. Well, the thing about magic is, how do I say this nicely? You have to believe in hell in that way for it to punish you. And if you don't believe in hell like that, it don't have no motherfucking nothing. You say you do 2025 readings. Yes. At the end of the year, I always do the next following year. Where does the power for magic come from? It comes from your cerebral cortex. It comes from your brain. It comes from your mind. It comes from your third eye being activated. The medulla oblongata. It comes from the head. I don't believe in karma and I don't believe in hell like that, because if there is a hell, it's a lot of people talking about RIP, rest in heaven, and them motherfuckers is not in heaven. Do you believe in the 3-4 rule? Like, if you do bang for magic, it will come back to you. Well, I only believe in doing magic that's warranted. And I don't believe that everybody deserves a hex. And to be quite honest with you, and I've done a video about it before in the past, everybody can't be hexed. So that type of work has to be warranted. I do not do work on people like that if it's not warranted. A spiritual investigation must be, divination must take place first before you decide to do any type of work like that. That's just emotional thinking in my mind when the first thing people want to do is to work somebody. Because why? Hey, Tammy. The core of the earth is fire. People need to do a release magic on themselves to let go. A lot of times too, yeah, because they're not emotionally rational. They're not emotionally mature. And so a lot of this stuff just comes being off emotions. Nobody processes shit. And everybody's the victim and you just got to get people back. And I just don't believe that. You know, sometimes time itself will get people back. What do you do when it's been confirmed that a hex has been put on you from a previous life? I believe we all have generational curses, and I believe that you can work to break those. But it's something that you'll never be able to break, and then it's just completely it's something that you have to continue to work at. Is it possible to break a soul tie with a white tea candle? Absolutely not. I think you need a little bit more work than that. I would get you some black walnuts and a box of kosher salt and some bay leaves, and I will boil all of that together. Make sure you take a bath in some cold water, because cold constricts, cold cut off. That is like a cord cutting, so you need something like that. But I definitely would not be just doing a tea candle. That ain't, girl, that's TikTok magic. This is off topic, but how do you know when you're ready to open your third eye? What happens if you open it too fast? I don't believe in that. I believe that if you are a practitioner, if you are a reader, it's automatic. You just might need help developing that, but that gift is already there. I don't believe that you can do it too fast or too slow. I don't believe in it, because if it's yours, it's yours. Hey, beautiful. I'm sending my reading request for the new year on your site. Okay, just book it. Can generational curse be broken? They can. They can, but it needs constant work. How do you find out if you have a generation? 99.999% of everybody does. Everybody does. Kosher salt, bay leaves, black walnuts, boiled. You can put a little bit of peppermint or spearmint, like essential oil, in there because of the smell, because it's gonna be very nutty. Boil it. You can do a big thing for as many as you need or whatever. Boil it, let it cool off, and then you're gonna take you a cool bath. Not cold, because I ain't trying to get you to freeze yourself, but a cool bath, because it constricts and it's something that you want to cut off. I happen naturally as your gifts. It does happen naturally, yes. What is a spiritual parasite? What do you think a spiritual parasite is? A spiritual parasite could be anything that's damaging to you, to your spirit. Can you pour it over your head in the shower? Yes. What I would do is I would get you a couple of gallons of water, like spring water or distilled water, because it's been boiled too. Pour it in there, shake it up, let it sit for a couple of days, and just pour it all over you. You're welcome, Anonymous 101. Thank y'all for the questions. I don't claim to know it all, but I'll definitely share. They can also put on somebody, be careful who you messing with. Some people will curse your whole family, but bless those around you. I don't know if I believe that. To attract a partner, could you use a figure candle? Yes. What's a spiritual psychosis? Just believing in somebody hexing you and ain't nobody fucking with you. Something like shit like that. Where does it come from? What does work come from? That's not asking. Well, I know what you're talking about. Because I don't assume. How can you connect with your ancestors? Talk to them. I feel like my power is not as strong as it used to be. Do you have any tips? I would book a conversation with me, of course, because when I answer a question, I'm answering it kind of like in general. But everybody's different. It's case by case. But if you are not in your magic the way that you should be, that means you're not practicing, you're not focused. I don't know. You didn't got the shit that you really wanted, and now you gotta do something different. I need my next door neighbor gone. Why is it so hard to do? What does that mean? No. Girl, I've never heard of that glass yet, Higgs. To me, it's like, you know what a psychosis is, and when you talking about spiritually, I be thinking it's just some shit that I don't know. People want to blame everybody else for when shit go fucked up in their life, but they refuse to accept the blame of themselves. It's you making those fucking decisions. It's you making the choice to fuck that nigga that you know ain't shit. It's you choosing to be with that person that you know they're not right. It's you that keep choosing to be around them people that don't like you, and you keep going around them. When someone don't like you, stay the fuck out their face. See how magical that is? Stand the fuck out the way and stand on it. Y'all be begging people to like y'all, begging people to be your friend, begging people, and they don't like you. Y'all be begging that nigga to stay with him after he done told you he don't want you like that. And you wonder why the shit is not working out. Girl, you sleeping with your own enemy. Somebody, what's my block? Him. Shit. They absolutely will. It's just like you exercise cerebral cortex. You're exercising your brain. You're exercising your manifestations. You're exercising how to get these things. The more you do, the better you get. That is just how it works. The more you burn, the better you burn. You burn candles. The more you do it making jars, the more you do them, the better you're gonna get at them. You know, everybody wants something quick, and magic isn't microwavable. So basically, it's we make it hard. Yes, 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 Casey Joe. I can make them. I can make you something. I absolutely can. Y'all make it like this. What I be saying. Stay the fuck out them people's face. When a motherfucker tell you how they feel about you, fucking believe it. When a motherfucker say, well, I don't like this, I don't like that about you, or they LOL and they making a joke about it, no, them bitches mean it. Stay the fuck out their face. See how simple that could be? But no, y'all want everybody to like y'all. Y'all want to be accepted by everybody. They are not going to like you, and that's okay. It's something stronger to use to mop. If you have a new apartment and nobody's ever been in it before, I would get you some some Clio, that Clio floor wash is really good. It don't smell worth shit. Or Pine Sol. Believe it or not, washing your floors down with Pine Sol and your walls is great. Or get you some Chinese floor wash. It's great. Right. Everybody wants this fast working, and it just, no, don't sage. Don't sage. Don't sage because you'll attract whatever spirits is in there. I wouldn't sage. I would do some Palo Santo if you want to smoke it out, but I wouldn't sage. Pine Sol, like real talk. Real talk. Mm, 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 mm. Oh. Yeah, my phone's charged up enough. Okay. Um, why not sage? Because sage attracts. White sage, blue sage, it attracts. Even dragon's blood sage, it attracts. Sage is not good. Sage is an indigenous herb, and they use it to attract and call down the great spirit on the red road, the great red road. That's not something to cleanse. That's not something to cleanse with. No, that's not a new one. If you know anything about sage, then you know that white and blue sage, which is typically what everybody uses, that attracts. So, but use it though. Use it though. You just had the spirits run around. Half of y'all, when y'all do sage, y'all don't leave the windows open. I mean, y'all don't open up the windows. You don't open up the doors. Palo Santo is way better if you just want to burn some stuff. When doing jar spells, can you feed it and keep it closed? It actually depends on what you're trying to do. If you're doing jar work and it's negative or baneful or dark magic, don't open it because you're releasing it. But if it's like money or love, you can feed it. My mama being sage and queen lately. Yeah, tell her. Frankincense and myrrh is good too. Y'all better learn how to start getting a little charcoal disc and putting herbs and stuff on there. That helps as well. I've been doing it wrong. I would say that 1111, those are like 1111, 222, 333. Those are master numbers. But the 1111, that's like the awakening in alignment. Using a bell, it cleans space too. It does. It also calls, and it calls and attracts too. So be careful that you ain't waking up the wrong spirit or waking up the wrong thing. It's just like knocking on a grave. Be careful. You'll leave that bitch with more than what you came with. And y'all have to remember, I'm kind of an old school worker. I'm not a new wave. I'm like a conjure lady. I'm like the country hoodoo. I'm like the gula geechee. I'm like the old stuff. So a lot of the new wave stuff I'm never gonna really talk about, and because I don't do it. Not that I don't believe that it might possibly not work, but I'm like an old school practitioner, 100% all the way. So I'm not like I'm not a new school at all. No, knocking on a grave wakes the spirit up. Yeah. I respect the way. I absolutely do. We have to keep we have to keep the real hoodoo traditions and the real stuff alive because a lot of people don't do that. So what do? I have a 22-year-old fixing to move. What? Fixing to move into a new apartment space. That's great. Clean it up. I never knew that people knocked on graves. Yes, people knock on graves. That's how you wake them up. That's how you wake the spirit up. That's how you wake it up. Girl, I've been doing it wrong too. I mean, I do let the windows. It doesn't bleach anything out. It attracts. I've always been interested, but I know I didn't know what I was doing, so I didn't want to play. It's a lot of new school in this chat. It is. No, you can use Florida water. You can use incense. I suggest that you guys research the thing that you're trying to cleanse, and I'm still learning, so I appreciate the always. Well, I think that's always the best. I don't think that the new way is this diluted and it's just adding different traditions and different religions and different cultures together. And I don't think that that is really good. But, there's not a lot of elders out here still. And so, unfortunately, unfortunately, it's just, I think, can I just be honest with y'all? I think that people want to build a kinship so badly. And I think that because just like in anything else, for real love, for real connection, you have to earn that. It's just not something that's given just because you ask. It's just not given just because you burn a candle. It's more than that. It's a commitment. It's consistency. And a lot of people, they don't want to give that. And I don't even think this, they don't want to, they just don't know how to. That means you have to make sure that you're asking, your spirit team to lead you to the right person that's going to teach you the right way. And not this get rich quick stuff. Oh, a quick spell. There's no such thing as a quick spell. Everything is work. Remember, back in the day, their time was all day long. Now our days go by quick. Their days didn't used to go like that. So they had time to work. So if you're really wanting something, you got to play the long game. The short game is what everybody wants to play and have these long, extended victories. That's not how it works. That's not how magic works. That's not how spirit works. That's not how you work. Does that make sense? Kinka, what are you doing? To my mama. Oh, my mush. Oh, my mush. Oh, my mush. Mm-mm. Am I still alive? Oh, there you go. Cause shit, I couldn't see no. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. Let me catch up. This, I was taught. Sage strip all those spirits. No, it doesn't strip anything. It attracts. MLD, what is it when you around people and they acting out things you be thinking in your head? Shit, did you around the right person? If y'all had the same thoughts. Aw, yeah, absolutely. What's the longest to wait for a spell to work? I would do a full moon cycle. So, but it depends on what it is. It depends on what it is. But most times you should see some type of movement. Because if it's a yes, you're going to see it. But if it's a no, it could be immediate. Aw. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I do know that I have classes on a lot of this stuff. If you go onto my website, um, I have a ton of classes. You got to pay for it. You got to pay for the education that you get. Y'all buy these damn books, and you get to keep the classes and look at it as much as you want to, you know, and so you can learn something. So you ain't got to just be, you know, because shit, one of my babies told me that AI can write a book now. I didn't even fucking know that. That's scary. Somebody said something about dragon's blood. Um, dragon's blood sage is also known as salvia. Salvia, Salvia. And that's indigenous people too, from Mexico and also Central America. Because it kind of gets its name from the red sap that kind of flows through the veins of like the blood of a dragon. Um, you can use dragon blood. You can use dragon blood. You can use dragon's blood. However, um, it's good to kind of purify your space, and it does connect you with your spirit, your higher spiritual self. Um, it kind of calms your mind, and it kind of promotes kind of like relaxation. It also offers protection against like spiritual attacks or like the evil eye, sort of kind of. And it also brings you luck and prosperity, so you can burn it in your house. But I would cleanse it first and then use the dragon's blood. How can you decipher signs or guidance from from a coincidence? I'm gonna say this: everything is not a sign. Everything legit is not a sign. That's where that spiritual psychosis stuff come in. But you have to this okay. If you are young and you are a little baby witch, maybe I should do a baby witch video. Um, I would study, study, study. I would study to show yourself approved. Ask questions. It doesn't matter how small or minute you might think they are. It could save you a lot of time. It could save you a lot of heartache, headache. You know what I'm saying? What do you suggest for an egotistical partner or family member? What do you mean? Because if it's a partner, if it's just they have an ego problem, I mean, how bad is it? My signs were warnings not to do something instead of green light. Well, this a thing. Y'all got to learn how to trust yourself. A lot of y'all don't do that. That's why y'all magic don't work either. Because you second guess everything. Or if it doesn't look, sometimes a lot of people get caught up in the way that stuff look. They think it's supposed to look a certain kind of way. And when it's not presented in that way, then they either don't accept the message or they think something else. But the sad thing about it is the message might not ever come in the way you think it's supposed to come. Because remember, what state of mind are you in? How much emotional maturity do you have? You know what I'm saying? Are you still emotional? Are you still led by your emotions? You know what I'm saying? Are you doing your healing work on yourself? Because if you haven't, then all you gonna do is sit up and be thinking about some shit, and it ain't even like that. You know what I'm saying? So it takes time for that. Can you join what? My Infinite Energy group? You can go and apply, but you gotta stay active and you gotta make your videos and stuff. You overthink a lot. Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with reprogramming. People don't know when you get out of, oh, how can you join my live? Oh, you can't. When you get out of church or being in church, there's such a conformed space, and it's programming, and it's indebted programming and programming and programming and programming. So, and you're taught to sacrifice. You're taught that you're not good enough. You're taught that you always have to question everything without questioning everything, and you better not ask. So it's just this state of confusion. And who do you ask? So when you finally decide, I am getting away from this, I'm about to do something different, I'm just to work on my self-spirituality, you don't even know what that looks like. So the journey becomes this path of confusion. And if you don't be around the right people, you will attract the same people that you're running from. You was taught there was greatness in suffering. No, that is the silliest shit I've ever heard. Please tell this girl how to get over someone. Can I be honest with you guys? If that person didn't make you a better person and they actually damaged you, why the fuck is you like giving them that kind of energy? Because at some point, how you gonna love yourself when you letting people not love you? Life is way too fucking short for this shit. Everything is fucking temporary. Your life is fucking temporary. Things are temporary. Nothing is fucking permanent. Your job ain't permanent. Your house ain't permanent. Your car ain't permanent. Like, nothing is fucking permanent. Your parents being here, that's not permanent. You not being here, that's not permanent. Your grandmama that raised you, she not here no more. Big mama, big daddy, all this shit is temporary. How in the fuck will you live your life? How? Why would you keep choosing something that really don't choose you? How do you get over a motherfucker that don't want you? You make a fucking choice that you're going to love yourself, and you're going to love yourself so much that if another motherfucker does not match the love and attention that you give to yourself, you don't fucking want it. You suffer because you want to at this point. Because even if you are mad at your mama, you mad at your daddy, da-da-da-da-da, at what point do you say, you know what, I can't do nothing about what did already happened. I got to focus and work on what's today. You gotta like love your fucking self. And for the record, self-love is not the same as self-care. Because you can be the bitch to get your nails done, hair done, get your lips injected, all that shit, and be the prettiest motherfucker in the world, and not still not love yourself. Because that's on the outside. The work you gotta do is on the inside. Again, how does that person treat you? How does that person make you feel? If they not making you feel good, why the fuck is you fucking with them? That's on you. If someone don't like you, if someone say they don't like you, because y'all be fucking with niggas that do not like you, and they make it fucking evident that they do not like you, and you still fuck with them anyway, that is your fault at this point, because you are 100% aware and you're choosing to still stick with it because you're afraid that you might be alone. Bitch, you alone now. I don't know if y'all be wanting me to be y'all motherfucking mentor or something like that, because y'all be wanting me to say one thing. Bitch, I'm just telling you the truth. Girl, stop that shit. Y'all be like, well, I don't want to be alone. Bitch, you alone now. You got a body. You got a fucking body there. That's it. But you letting somebody that's told you in so many ways they do not want to be with you. See, this the reason why y'all suffer with these niggas. Cause the nigga done told you. He done told you in so many ways. But y'all want to hear, I don't want to be with you. And then as soon as a motherfucker say, I don't want to be with you, this is what the fuck y'all do. Y'all say, why? Because you not the one, baby. Get your ego out of it. Get the pride out of it because everybody want to be the one. But that's the thing, though. You're not the one from everybody. Have y'all ever noticed? Have y'all ever noticed that y'all can get with a nigga, y'all beg this nigga to treat y'all some kind of way, y'all beg him, y'all pleading with him, y'all do everything for him, y'all doing. You beg and you beg and you beg and you had numerous conversations, you're saying the same thing. You know, he says, okay, I'm sorry, and blah, 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 and then he do something else, and it's similar to the thing that he already apologized for, but you give him another chance for it. And it's just this long-ass song and dance. And then you break up with him, or he break up with you, and you're fucking devastated. You finally start moving on, and then you get with another nigga that you can say it one motherfucking time, and then he just do it. And you're like, stuff is not a struggle with this person. You say it one time and it's get done. You don't have to keep repeating yourself. This nigga's putting up with all of your shit. This nigga is tolerating your crazy ass. This nigga is putting up with your different mood swings. This nigga is allowing you to project onto him. You know what happened in that? He chose you. And when a nigga choose you, he's going to suffer a lot of things to be with you because you're the motherfucker that he want. He don't give a damn if you got 4 kids. He don't give a damn if you don't like to work. All of this shit. Now, he didn't give it to the other girl, but he gave it to you because he chose you. Casey Joe, what you say? I will never forget what you said, men investing in what they love. They do. They do. And I think that be a lot of y'all fucking problem. That be a lot of y'all fucking problem. Y'all want to be the one, but you're not everyone for everyone. And you need to, and it's okay. Y'all got to get ego out the, well, I invested all this time into this. So? What if a man say that you're negative but stays with you? One of two things. You probably paying all the bills. You probably doing a lot of shit for him. You being a fucking pygmy. So even though he don't want to be with you, he know he could treat you any kind of way and you're going to stay with it because all you're going to do is bitch and complain, but you ain't going to do nothing about it. I'm going to tell you something that old women say, and I want you to do this. Stop bringing up when a nigga cheating on you. Stop bringing up when he do shit that's fucked up to you and you not ready to leave. Let that nigga cheat in peace. Let him be an asshole in peace because you're not ready to leave. Now, when you get ready to leave, then you say what you need to say. You bust that nigga on what he doing and let him go on his way. If a motherfucker is showing you that he is not the one for you, he's not the one for you. We got to stop thinking that we can change men. We got to stop thinking that we can change his mind or you can persuade him. Let me tell you something. You are fucking this nigga. You cooking for this nigga. You doing everything for this nigga. You cooking and cleaning. You helping this nigga with his kids. You doing all of this shit and he could still do you that way? Fuck him. That means he don't fucking value you. And more importantly, you don't fucking value yourself. Thank you, The Alchemist. There are billions of fucking people in this world. Brian said, I better be the one. I tell a woman real quick, that's it. All about me. If you can't hang there, just go by the door and use it. Hey, and if a bitch choose to fuck with you and you like being selfish like that, Brian, then that's her fucking choice. And she can't get mad when you keep doing her the way you doing her because you being an asshole and she taking it. And that's manipulative as fuck. Toxic as fuck. You gotta, y'all. The only reason why people get away with doing what they do to you is because you allow it. So you got to accept responsibility for that. Because when he cheated the first time, when he dogged you out the first time, and you stayed, you just okayed that behavior. And what you did when you fucking excuse that type of behavior, he's my man, chill. Nah, you chill, nigga. What you did was you excused that type of behavior. So now you just taught him he needs to cheat better. He needs to lie better. No, but you can always send it to my store. I just think that if you want better, you have to do better. I mean, we want people to accept us for how we are, but we don't want to accept people for how they are. That's fine. But you got to set the standard that you have to live by too. For me, respect is equal. That's the power that you possess, that you get to choose. So you get to choose what you choose to suffer from. You get to choose. You get to choose. That is your power. That's your superpower. You get to choose. You get to choose. So what are you going to choose? Thank you, Pepper Ann is here. Thank you. Many blessings to you. You get to choose. You get to choose. So every time he says some shit that's fucked up, you get to choose. You get to choose. You get to choose what you suffer for. Just you. You get to choose. What about these situationships? Can women get mad at the other woman, let alone if they mess around with? No, it is completely 100% your fault. Because why the fuck you in a situationship? Situationships never turn into relationships. I said what I said. They never turn into that. Because you just told him he don't have to. You just gave him all the boyfriend rights and he don't have to give you the title. And he's supposed to respect it. You don't even respect yourself. That's what y'all want to do? That's how y'all want people to treat y'all? Is if you're insignificant like that? You get to choose. Bob Marley, y'all know him, right? I'm going to tell you what he said. He said the truth is, everyone is going to hurt you. You just got to find the one worth suffering for. That's what Bob Marley said. Men know when they meet you just what type of woman you are. They know. They know. Men are great readers. They know. And you cannot change them, baby, if they don't want to be changed. You can't save them if they don't want to be saved. What you do is enable the fuck out of them. If you find out a man is married while in the... I like these questions, y'all. Okay, if you find out a man is married while in the dating phase, do you suggest telling his wife? I have questions now. Okay. Rule of thumb. Never bring his wife into it. Never bring his wife into it. Don't ever do that. That will not give you the leverage that you think it is. To me, it's a sign of weakness. If a bitch called me to tell me that she fucking with a nigga that I'm messing with too, girl, that's not gonna make me say, ooh, I'm gonna leave him alone because he fucking with you. No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you some shit that's really gonna fuck your head up. Because why did you come to me? Most times the wife already know anyway. She know what type of husband she have. You are not telling her nothing new. And then what you have done with him is you have shown him that he cannot trust you. Now, my question is, because all of this, my question is, how long have y'all been dating? Are they separated? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are the variables? What are the factors that go along with it? Because a woman knows her man. But if he is married and it's not a cultural thing or that poly bullshit, then, I mean, don't fuck with him. Because why the fuck he lying? Because a lot of women, you can tell a bitch that he married and the bitch still gonna fuck with him anyway. So a nigga just lying and shit, he do better just to tell the truth. 9 times out of 10, if a bitch wanna fuck with you, she wanna fuck with you. If they were separated, she wouldn't want to tell the wife. My sister going through this right now, her little situationship, and the guy said if both of them, this guy, then they not going to leave him alone. They still gonna keep fucking with him even harder. Yep, because it becomes a competition. Imagine that Barbara the Builder calling Betty. Do you have a book suggestions or you have released yours? I have released mine. It's called Conjure Queen. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Good Finds or something like that. But you can get it. Or you can go on my website and you can order from there. Because the nigga told him and they was like, I ain't looking for nothing right now. And she thought, because the question is, how do they find themselves in situationships? Because the nigga didn't tell them, I ain't looking for nothing right now. But I could fuck with you though. And she accepted. No, my book is on Amazon. You can also get it on Amazon. That's what normally happens. A nigga was like, I ain't looking for this, or I ain't looking for that. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for that. I'm not, this, I'm not that. And then you doing everything for this nigga like he your boyfriend and shit. He your man, and he not. He just told you that he really just want to be your friend, but you give him all the perks. So he really don't have to work for nothing, and you really settling for everything. Not the most single man being married. It's always like that. King Grace and M, are you married? Yes, I am. I'm very married. Very. Well, thank you. I've been with him over a decade. Brian, that is horrible, but it happens. He said I would have told her let's date for 20 years and not think about it. Yep. And then that's how you become a motherfucking hospice wife, bitch. He old in a motherfucker. Nigga done fucked his motherfucking life away. He 50-some years old. Nigga got diabetes, high blood pressure, dick don't work, spongy dick and all. And now he want to settle down and shit, which most likely he gonna go for a younger bitch. And she gonna take him because he get a check and he work for the post office or some shit like that. And she become a motherfucking hospice wife. She taking care of this old nigga with all this bad shit wrong with him. Girl, that's what the fuck be happening. That's what the fuck be happening. 20 years. Do y'all know? I'm talking about dick just sponging like a fucking Twinkie. The bitch don't even get hard all the way. Do y'all know when I worked in nursing and I would work on a med surge floor? Do y'all know the saddest fucking thing that I would see was men over 50 and 60 years old, and they would have nobody there for them. They would be single men, and nobody's fucking there for them. They don't have no family. They got a terrible relationship with their daughter. You know what I'm saying? They not married, and they by themselves. I worked in ICU, and Tucker Pebble says you ain't got a 4 head, you got a 5 head. And you have no head. Bye, motherfucker. I'm telling you, I saw it all the time because they've screwed over so many women. They've messed up so many opportunities. It happens a lot. That's why you see that old nigga in the club by himself over there with that little drink by himself. What happened to that little side piece to come visit? They ain't coming. They ain't coming. And then he wound up in an assisted living facility. Because that's what happens. Just got off a similar situation, unintentionally. He left his wife, filed for divorce. She called me to wish as well. Because she already knew. She already knew. She already knew. She already fucking knew. Let me tell you something. I have a story time. I'll tell it another time. I ain't going to tell it tonight. But it's not a flex fucking with somebody else's husband. Because you don't know what the fuck that lady done put up with. And you might not even be built for tough like her to deal with that shit. I wouldn't dare call another woman saying, you fucking my man, girl. Take him. Because, baby, if he want to go and be over there and he fucking on you, he don't want to be my man no way because I'm not dealing with that. Take him. Let him go. Y'all better learn how to let these niggas cheat in peace. Get your motherfucking money together. Let me tell you something. If you gonna leave a nigga and you gonna leave, make sure you get you a good job where you stable. Make sure your car is stable. Go get you an apartment. Go get you a motherfucking storage unit. Fill that bitch up with all the stuff that you need. Do you hear me? Your bed, your couch, your everything, your dishes, your pots, your cups. So when you get ready to leave, you already have your shit set up. Start setting your money aside. Start making a plan. And get the fuck out of it. Is it too late for men over 30 to get their financial situation together? Why are you over 30 and you not doing it? I'm just saying, y'all don't plan for shit. Y'all too emotional. And as long as y'all be emotional and shit like that, that's why y'all shit don't work out, because you too fucking emotional. I'm a Taurus. I'm going to be mad for a minute, and then, bitch, it's time for me to start planning. And my thing is this: if I'm fussing and cussing, I'm acting a fool about it, then, bitch, you still got me. But, bitch, if I get quiet, if I don't have anything to say, that means I'm plotting. I'm planning. And, bitch, it's a wrap for you. And I'm not telling you no more. I'm not telling you you're not making me happy. I already talked. Now it's time for me to go into action. And ain't no coming back. Because, bitch, you had me. You should have did what the fuck you needed to do. And, bitch, you chose not to do it. That's on you. That ain't on me. And I'm going to have a grudge forever because I'm a Taurus. I'm not going to let that shit go. Every time somebody bring your name up, bitch, I can be over it and I'm still going to talk about you bad. And I'm going to talk about your mama, your sisters. I'm going to talk about everybody. Black women are not drama. Why you say that? Your mama probably was drama. So are you basing it off your mama? Because you haven't dated all black women. So how do you know that? all women are the same. That's not true. That's not true. All women are not the same. Because there's a lot of big back, motherfucking bell pepper nose assholes. I'm not nothing like them messy bitches. I'm not nothing like that. Now, all black women are not the same. No. Oh, I wouldn't be upset off of something off social media. You don't know me in real life. It's just that a lot of women be tired of y'all shit. A lot of women be tired of y'all shit. That's all. So the thing that they have in common is you. And they be tired of your shit. So maybe you're the problem and not them. Because you're the common denominator. But if y'all women start looking for being comfortable instead of looking for love, you probably be better. He was just asking to be your man. Now we drama. Yes, I am. I am a Southern Belle. I meant in the sense of drama, not just black women. I mean, women are emotional. We have more estrogen than y'all do. And some of y'all are just not, y'all ain't used to love. So y'all will take everything that way. What do I mean looking for comfort and not love? How do I say this? I don't necessarily look at a relationship because I want to be in love with this person so much. And no, I look at the aspect of what does this person bring to me and what am I able to bring to this person? You understand what I'm saying? Because love, to me, love is transactional. What am I doing for you? What are you doing for me? How do we fit each other's needs? So you have your list of things that you have to have, and I'm going to have my list of things that I have to have. And if we can't compromise on certain things, then we just not meant to, Do I believe in 50-50? Absolutely. I need 100% of his money if he want 100% of my time. And you can learn to love because this person has showed you over a period of time that they could be trusted with it. Yes, I do believe that love comes later. I believe that love is, you go through the seasons. That's how love is built. You have to go through the seasons. You have to go through loss, and you have to go through gain. And how does he look when this happens? How does he look when that happens? I think that people have love. They think this feeling. No, it's a feeling to me that's built over time through situations. Has he created that place for you to feel safe? Has he given you that? Has he given you that comfort? That's what I mean about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You want my devotion. You want my submission because I am a submissive wife. I am. But you have to pay for that submission. That does not come for free. You want me cooking and cleaning and being this woman for you and fucking you and sucking you and giving it to you every kind of way and all of that. What are you doing to show me that I could be safe with you to do that? Submission comes with a cost. You got to pay for that. That ain't free. And that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all giving all that free shit away and then wonder why he don't want to pay. Well, because, baby, you showed him your hand. And he didn't even have to earn it. Let me tell you something. Men are natural predators. They were the hunters. Men don't even understand something that's easily given to them. They only understand stuff that they have to work for. Have you ever noticed that a nigga be in love with a bitch? She's bitchy, she's moody, and this nigga be eating her motherfucking ass. You want to know why? Because she makes him work for her. Y'all got to stop being these motherfucking pick-me's and Barbara the Builders, and y'all got to stop doing it. Because it's not your job to build him up. It's not your job to do that. Now, You can help validate what a good husband he is, what a good father he is, what a good provider he is. You can do that. Hey, handsome, fuck you. You can do that. I personally believe if you want my devotion like that, you have to earn it. Once I see that you can handle it, once I see that you have earned my trust, you have earned my love. Once I see that, then I can be all those things and more. I can be all those things and more for you. You never have to worry about none of that shit because I got you. Because you are making me feel comfortable. You are making me feel safe. I feel secure. I'm loving what you're giving me. You are allowing me to walk in my feminine. You are allowing me to be feminine. Deidre, what was the question? Witchcraft or Wicca isn't the same thing. No, Wicca is a religion. And it falls under the category of witchcraft. But you can do witchcraft and not be a Wiccan. Wicca is a religion. Stand on your throne, weeds after losers. You're right. Oh, then, okay, then you was raised right. Absolutely, Brian. I was raised by a wife, which unfortunately a lot of people are not. They raised by baby mamas. They raised by single parents. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't raised by a single parent. My mother and father were married for 49 years before she passed. And then my dad never married again. So a lot of stuff I view differently than a lot of women because I was raised by a wife. And my mother was devoted to my dad and she was devoted to my family. So thank you, Adventurous Pilot. Thank you. Thank you very much. So again, I don't do Wicca because I don't mess with people, but Wicca is like a light magic. Wicca is like white light magic. Wicca is not bad at all. That's really, I suggest you study that when you first come into it because you learn about moon phases and you learn about the seasons. You learn about the winter solstice. You learn about stuff like that. So it's not bad. Yeah. It's just pagan. And all of this is really pagan. Rest my mother's soul. Yes. Rest her soul in heaven or hell, whichever, right? That's why I don't do it. I just walk Ocean with my light stuff. Yeah, I mean, Wicca is a religion. And so, but I typically tell people to study that when you first, come into magic. I would say get into Wicca because it has so much information and it teaches you just the basics, really. What's my view on necromancy? I absolutely love working with the dead. You certainly have to build a relationship with that spirit. And once you do, it's phenomenal and you can't be scary. You can't be scary. You absolutely can be light and dark. Thank you, Miss Mitchell. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. That's right. You don't have to pick either one. It's preference. Because believe it or not, it's all light and dark. I don't believe in a such thing as light magic because it's all manipulation. You're manipulating something. I don't think that's light or dark. It is the duality of it. So it's no such thing. I don't believe that. It's not a white witch or a dark witch. You just a witch. Yeah, you just a witch. But some people choose to a certain religion, and like I said, Wicca is a religion. Like me, I can be lighter than light, and I can be darker than dark. You know, it just depends on how you play with me. Palo Mayombe is a religion. Yeah, it's the yin and yang. So a balance of both. I like that. I'm interested in the occult, spirituality, and magic. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for saying it. I appreciate that. Is that Satari Self Care Institute? Thank you. Do you believe in life paths determine your destiny or raising your frequency? I believe that, how do I say this? I believe that in E5, because that's what I'm initiated in E5, there's only two things that's for sure. That's the day you were born and the day you die. So everything in between, you can always change it. Do I believe that certain things are just meant to be? Absolutely. But you can change it. Do you believe that the tarot readings are set in stone? I believe you open in portals. And if you're not careful and you don't know how to close them and you don't know how to fix it, that could really, fuck you up. But, I think that when it comes to tarot reading and stuff like that, I believe that, how do I say this? I believe that you should not let everybody read you. I believe that, well, this is the thing. How do you change it? You're constantly evolving. You're constantly growing. So there's no way you can stay the same. You can change the trajectory of your life if you want to. You just got to put the work in for that. It's up to you. Because nobody's ever helpless. Because think about it like this. There are people that have less than you doing more. It's something that I tell people all the time. How do you close the portals after a tarot reading? Take my class or get someone to teach you that. Can you practice witchcraft and hoodoo? I'm drawn to both. Well, hoodoo is a practice, and it is a African-based practice. So, and it's a closed practice. So if you are not African or you don't have African American blood in you, then you're probably not practicing hoodoo. You're practicing whatever that you're mixed with or whatever that you want, and that is okay. I do read tea leaves. I've actually taught some people how to do that. Well, actually, my apprentices. My husband did a reading on someone. I told him not to do it. Why? One of my coworkers got a future spouse reading from one of these Etsy readers, and she's freaking out because they said something she didn't like. They be reading people on Etsy? I did not fucking know that. People do walk with spirits. You're born with them. You're born with them. You're born with spirits over your head. As a man, as a man, we supposed to be healing women and giving them the best orgasm ever. The stability and unconditional. Well, I mean, the fact of the matter is every man ain't gonna give a woman an orgasm. So I don't think that should be what it should be based off of. But okay. Yes, you just have to email me if you're interested, and then it's a process, and it's not an easy process either to be one of my apprentices. Thank you, the Art Journey Diaries. She said, "Go to sleep, Brian." What would you suggest we do daily spiritual cleansing? What would I suggest? Okay, I'll tell you this. Incense your house every morning if you have time. Get up a little bit earlier. Do about a lot of meditation in the morning. Cleansing energy, cleansing stones, clearing stones every morning. Start planning what your day is going to be like so that you feel like you have more control of it. That's stuff that you can do too. What would you suggest? Oh, okay. The apprenticeship is a lot of work. It takes a lot of discipline. Yes, it does. And that's one of my apprentices there. That's one of my godsons there. It's not for everybody because you have to talk to them. They have to tell me if it's a process. I'm just going to say that. It's a process. I just don't let people in it. Some people, I would interview them and I would tell them to try back in 6 months because they just not ready right now. Take some more of my classes, be more involved in my infinite energy group. Is that what church folks call commanding your morning? That's absolutely what it's called. That's absolutely. Y'all have to look at this. The thing. A lot of y'all don't write anything down. You do not plan anything because you don't trust yourself forward. Well, how do you expect to ever get your life in order? And you're always going to feel like you're not in control because you're not. You don't hold the emotional maturity. Oh, thank you, Natasha. Thank you so much. How do you connect back spiritually after a long period of feeling blocked? I would get a spiritual cleansing and kind of like start over. Why don't you do this? Why don't you book a conversation with me? And let's talk. And what I'll do is I'll give you some assignments. I'll kind of get you started. And I'll kind of help you along your way. How about that? Can a person worship God using the Bible and follow spirit? Is it a one or the other? You are your God. But if you're talking about the Great Spirit, you're talking about your spiritual team, you're talking about your ancestors, I will say this about that. If you still want to be a Christian and you want to dibble and dabble, it's been like that forever. If you look at the history of the Koji Church, Bishop Mason, he practiced witchcraft in the occult, and he was one of the founders of the Koji Church. So you can do both. You can be a Christian witch if that's what you're asking. And because the Bible, you can curse somebody, you can heal somebody, you have love working there, you can do all of that. You will be judged and thrown into the lake of fire. Child, yes, you can be a Christian witch. Let me tell y'all, it's a book. I sell it, but you ain't got to get it from me. It's Bishop, Bishop C.H. Mason. It's The Root of Church and God in Christ. It's like $28 on Amazon. So don't look at as you can't, because the founder of church, the founder of the Koji Church, like I said, is Bishop Mason, and Bishop Mason burnt candles and everything else in the church. And in a lot of churches in Louisiana, they do that too. You know, the Gula Geechee people call church the prayer house. You know what I'm saying? They call it the prayer circle. If y'all ever look at the movie Beloved, y'all remember the scene of Beloved where they went out to the forest and they had a circle, they were clapping, they was dancing, they was calling the spirits down. And the Catholic Church too. The Catholic Church actually, they acknowledge voodoo. That's where exorcisms and stuff come in at. So to say that church and witchcraft don't go together, yes, they have. They've been going together for centuries and decades. What do you think Christianity is based off of? It's based off of pagan stuff. For 400 years, believe it or not, Christianity wasn't even discussed. They go hand in hand. I am Creole. Eating the body of Christ and drinking the blood. Now, come on. Baby, if that ain't a ritual, I don't know what is. But that kind of consecration, if that ain't a ritual, I don't know what is. Communion. Like I don't never want to eat nobody motherfucking blood, skin and drink nobody blood. What the fuck? I ain't never want to do that. Now I ain't gonna lie though, when I would go to church, like when I was a little kid, I had to pour the grape juice. I had to pour the grape juice in those little things and put the little piece of crackers. I had to break the crackers up. I'm gonna be honest. I ate about 4 or 5 of them crackers. And Miss Macy, that was her name, because I went to church for a little bit. Miss Macy, I would be back there pouring it up, and she would give me a whole cup of grape juice. Sure did. So when I went to take my communion, baby, I was already full because I ate about 17 motherfucking crackers. King Grayson, y'all must be talking about that white man. I got this woman I'm trying to manifest. If I can get her, I'm going to do right. Brian, a miss. Brian, book a conversation with me. Let me see if I can help you out. Devon. Baby, I was back there. Miss Macy was like, you want some rest of this juice? I was like, Baby, I had a half a cup of grape juice. And I was looking at my little brother and shit out there. I was like, hey, you got to take the little bit of cup. I had a whole half cup because I was helping Miss Macy. She had asked him, but he didn't want to do it. Ha, I do it. Because, baby, them crackers, them little cheap hot top crackers, them hoes went hard. When you hungry in the morning. You don't have to use the Bible if you don't want to. You don't have to. That's the beauty. Remember, I said your superpower is you get to choose. You get to choose. You get to. Yeah, I got you, Brian. Don't even worry about it. Go on, boom, boom. You can do a love consultation. Look, I'll see what's up. Listen, I'm like, hurry up. How do we book a call with you? You can go onto my website, MaggicalLadyDuchess.com, and it's book a conversation or book an appointment. And I have several different types. So you can read what's your situation. And I got you. And I promise you, I will not just talk to you. I will give you something to do. Because I do that with everybody. That's why I say my readings are kind of different. My conversations are kind of different. They always come with assignments. So I'm not going to just introduce you to a situation or we talk about a situation. I'll be like, okay, girl, thank you for the call. No, I'm going to email you some stuff that I have to try to work through it. Well, King Grayson, I don't think that's nice. You sitting up talking about people are dumb as a box of rocks because somebody might think that about you. Because it's just an opinion. Just because people don't know exactly what you don't know, that don't mean that they dumb. Go on to my website, MaggicalLadyDuchess.com, and click on the button that says book a conversation. I don't think that's nice, King Grayson. If you're there to lead, do you think that leading is being insulting? because that makes you just another manipulative, narcissistic ass nigga. And who wants to listen to a narcissistic ass nigga? Egotistical. Who wants to do that? I think you'll attract more people with honey than you will with fucking flies and shit. You gonna need a workbook? No. He a hotel. Oh, thank you for saying it. My readings are dope. Thank you. Hi, Cindy. He's something. Y'all leave King Grayson alone. He can have his opinion, but I don't think that just because people don't understand something the way that you understand it, that don't mean that they dumb as a box of rocks. It just means that their understanding is different. And instead of you judging them for it, which makes you no better than the white man, why don't you educate them? But not on my motherfucking platform. Do it on your own. I'm just saying. I'm not worried about nobody. King Grayson got dollars in his pocket with money in the bank. Already. That's important. Because I'm pretty sure you got to pay for all the pussy you get. You better have some. Oh, shit. Why do black women hate on other black women in the workplace? Well, how do I answer that? It's very Willie Lynch syndrome. If you don't know who Willie Lynch is, go look him up. And look at the speech he gave on the riverbanks in 1700s. And I think that will explain what you're saying. He literally talking about the Bible, the same King James Version. I found it can be all women in corporate America. Yeah. Well, I mean, we are taught, and I think it's in our DNA for competition, to compete. We want the master to like us better. But the thing about it is, competition is a sign of weakness to me, because you never should be competing with the next person. You should just be competing to be a better person. That's why you will never catch me on here down on another practitioner or down on another witch. Now, they do me like that, but I just won't do that with them. I just refuse. I don't think that's the makings of anything. I think that there's room enough for everybody. To be honest, there's billions of people in the world. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to resonate with you. Everybody's not going to feel you. So I don't feel like competing with the next person. I don't think that that's not a flex to me. I just don't. If you are not an athletic person and you are not competing in a match or some shit like that, why are you doing that? I think it's very fucked up, and I think that Willie Lynch, look it up and read it. I don't think that, I ain't built my platform, and I was here before COVID, and I was here before TikTok, and I didn't build my platform on talking about people and going, I don't have to do that, because in everybody's life, there's some shit going on. I don't give a damn who they are. I don't give a damn what the fuck they got going on. Everybody got something going on. Everybody got some shit they embarrassed about. Everybody. Question is, I'm wrong for telling a woman. Oh, he deleted it. Okay. My thing is, if I'm the smartest bitch in the room, that's a room I don't want to be in, because I want to be in a room where I'm going to grow. I want to be in a room where I'm going to be inspired. You know what I'm saying? I want to be in a room where I'm not the smartest situation. I mean, I'm not the smartest person in that particular situation. I want to know that there's someone that knows more than me, that can teach me too, because you're forever a student. How in the fuck do you expect to grow? If you know everything and can't nobody tell you nothing, how the fuck are you going to grow? I mean, what makes you any better? What, because you got a little bit more education? Okay. But I'm sure you made sacrifices for that. So if I don't like being the smartest person in the room, and I'm not gonna hate on the next motherfucker that know more than me or that got more than me. What I'm gonna ask is, okay, sis, how did you do that? Can I pay for some classes? Because one thing about it is, I believe an even exchange of energy. I don't want shit for free. The spirits, you got to pay the spirits, and you got to pay people too. And a lot of that is people want it for free and they want it cheap. They want a discount. They want something like that. And it's nothing like that. It's nothing wrong with it necessarily, if that, but you're going to get what you pay for. And I'm big on that. If you have something that is valuable to me, I'm willing to pay for it. And that's just what it is. Because how likely are you to give me everything when I pay for it? Because you're going to make sure I got my money's worth. Now, if you a piece of shit ass bitch or a nigga, then okay, well then you won't. But most people, I look sad or anxious about something. I am not sad, nor am I anxious about anything. God, you totally misread that. Work on your deciphering skills. Child. People be wanting people to feel bad so bad, baby. Everybody not depressed. Jay Williams, you have asked, why don't you do this? Why don't you book a conversation with me? Tell me about your particular situation, and that's work your particular situation. How about that? Question is, is I'm wrong for telling a woman to let me see your feet, because if I find out, Brian, I hope you have a pretty feet. I hope you have pretty feet. I hope you are economically sane. I hope that you have financial literacy. I hope that you can hold a conversation. I also hope that you can read out loud more than 5 words consecutively. I hope that you read on a college level. I hope that you do all these things, because to judge a woman for her feet, I hope that you are the superficial person that you're wanting her to be. That's what I hope. That's what I hope. That's what I hope. I hope that you have all the makings to get exactly what you want, but you actually match it as well. I hope that for you. I'm going to tell you the best lessons that I ever learned is out of this. It wasn't in the book. It wasn't. Most, you will believe, you won't believe this, but I'm going to tell y'all. The most spiritual people, the smartest people, the most educated people spiritually and in code in spirituality do not have books, nor are they going to write it down. They're not going to do that. Can I stand back and turn around? Do you ask your mama to do shit like that? Because I'm definitely not. You're very welcome. Brian, I hope that you get everything that you're looking for, but I hope that you the nigga that actually deserve it and you can afford it. Because a lot of y'all be wanting stuff beyond your means. Thank you. I don't be on here like that. Ooh, baby, this sewing is tight. I have a lot of books and just tend to skim through them. I mostly like having them on hand for confirmation. Um, I would say get you a mentor. I know that's kind of scary. Have you ever cussed out any of your clients? No, if they were my clients, I did not cuss them out. But I do cuss. But if they were my clients, no, I didn't cuss them out. Now, if it's some raggedy motherfucker that's trying to give me a hard time, then you'll get what you're looking for. Absolutely. Have I put people at my store? Absolutely. You come in this motherfucker and you playing around or you doing some shit you ain't got no business. Well, you poke the bull, you gonna get the horns. But I typically, no, I don't cuss out any of my clients. They not my clients. Right, but some clients will make you wanna. Now, I will say, girl, what the fuck? I know good goddamn well you not. I will say that, but they only when I'm pushed, and I got to have them. I had to talk to them more than once. Like if I first talk to them like one time, I normally don't do that. But if they are like a client of mine, I'm. But if they playing with me, they not they don't want to be a client of mine because why the fuck you even want to bring that type of energy out to me? But people can be very disrespectful and shit. You know, especially when you telling them some shit they don't want to hear. Not you, a big red thing. I'm not gonna do that. I just if we are not a match and it's just not working out, I'm okay to say that. But a lot of times, if you've been in as long as I have, you try to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people want help, they just don't know how to receive it. And it's only because of the people that they've allowed to be in their life. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people they've allowed to be in their life, they've been handled real rough, and a lot of people don't know how to handle that. And you gotta know if I've learned in this, I've learned spiritual maturity. And I've learned that if it's something that I need, if I need to be a little bit more patient with you, why? You know what I'm saying? Because some people, they really don't know. They don't know that they hard-headed. They don't know that they really the problem. They don't know that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are not aware. A lot of people are not socially aware that they are the problem. They are not aware of that. And you telling them that, it might be the first time somebody ever stood up to them. It might be the first time somebody ever told them the truth about anything. You might be the one. And so a lot of times, because I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of people that I've read in the past, and I'll never hear from them again. And then they'll hit me up years later and they'll say, I wish I would have done this. I should have listened to you. You was right. I just didn't want to hear it at the time. So sometimes when you're the person that's the change for them, they don't know how to handle that. You know, so it just depends, but I just don't typically, I be really trying to, what is the problem? Where is the malfunction? However, I also understand that everybody is not my assignment. And you got to know that. You need discernment because everybody's not your assignment. Some people, you're just not a good mix. If you young and you hard-headed, I'm not the one for you. Now, if you are in search of a mentor, you're in search of a teacher, you're in search of, understand, my love, I'm a Taurus. And I have helped families. I've helped the mama, and then she recommended her daughter, and I helped the child. Like, I've helped families. It's not just one thing or one person, you know. So I take it very serious. I take what I do very serious. Because if I can't help you, I don't want to hurt you. If I can't be a part of your healing, then I don't want to do it. Because I don't want to be another chapter of something that you have to heal from. Now, I will say my delivery has gotten better over the years. Because, you know, I was a Taurus, and, baby, I just told her how I went down. I'm more, I'm more sensitive to that. You know, I'm more sensitive to how I say stuff. But don't get it twisted, though. Well, thank you, Brian. What if there is a clique of dense-ass women, like they don't think clearly? A clique of them. Run. Run, run, run. I think I will say this. I have grown a lot. I've grown as a person. I've grown a lot as a practitioner. And a young practitioner is that. You know what I'm saying? So when I came into this, I didn't come into it as a business. I legit came into it because it was something that I loved. I never looked at having godchildren before. I never looked at any of that. I just love talking about magic. I love the occult. Like, I love it. I wanted to practice witchcraft all of my life, I feel like. And I feel like when I really got into it and I really started doing it, I stopped complaining because I knew that I could make changes. I knew I can get some herbs, and I can get some crystals, and I can get some stones from the river. I realized I can go to the lake and I can do work in the lake, and I can take a nutri-rat that I saw that was dead, and I look at it as a gift, and I can take a nutri-rat and I can take his teeth and I can do this with it. Like, just the power in knowing that I could create change in my magic, in me, in my spirituality. It empowered me. So, but how do you translate that to other people? Because most people that come to you for readings, for work, for whatever, they come to you from a place of hurt, a place of pain. And a lot of times people do not process what you say. They process from the pain that they heard it from. You know what I'm saying? And so you can say stuff one way, but a lot of times I've learned to ask people, believe it or not, I've learned to ask people, what did you hear me say? Because you can feel when a person is pulling back. You can feel it, and you have to ask, what did you hear me say? They have made, wait, let me, separate people, okay. Chaos and manhood, they have made you the scapegoat and choose not to mess with you because they don't like how loud you are. Okay. Do you think mentors are necessary for everyone? I think so. I think so. I think my godfather, may he rest in peace. I think it was necessary in my growth process because he showed me a level of love, and he showed me a level of compassion, Sam always did, that it changed the way I viewed how I interpreted people, interpreted what my role was to people. He taught me how to love my godchildren unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? He taught, because he loved me like that. So I can't speak for everybody, but if your spirit team leads you to do that, then yeah. I have grown tremendously over the years and got serious on my path. I have been celibate for 18 years, going on 19 years. They 756. Wow, I bet they are, girl. You get you some dick, you gonna be sleep. You ain't burning shit. But yeah, like that's what I feel. I don't know if a mentor is for everybody because you got to be open to that, because you got to be open to trusting that person, and that comes with a level of submission too. I humble myself, and I say the word humble because this is the person that I chose to lead my development, my spiritual development. And so, and I think a lot that has a lot of to do with a lot of people too, you know, being able to trust somebody. I heard that dark goddess. I don't know if I can go that long without no dick though. Even if it's bad dick, it's still some dick. No, I don't know. More power to you, sister. You ought to be proud. You ought to do this right here, and shit ought to just move. And shit ought to move. Um, how did you know your mentor was right for you? I had actually prayed for him, Jay Williams. I had actually prayed for him. I prayed for him. I prayed for him. I prayed that I would know when I heard his voice. I would know when I saw him, and I was going to trust that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're ready for a teacher, they will appear. But if you're not ready for a teacher, they won't. And then when they do appear, make sure that their heart is right. Because a lot of these people are so spiritually inclined, but they lack spiritual integrity. I said what I said. They are spiritual geniuses. They are dynamic. And I'm not going to speak negative over them at all. I'm just going to say that some of them are not healed. And y'all fuck around and wind up getting a mean girl. That yes, she is very knowledgeable, but she has no wisdom. And to have knowledge and lack wisdom is dangerous. You just have to trust yourself, and you have to honor that feeling, and just know those relationships are going to take time to develop as well. But I knew it. I didn't know, but I knew. I knew that Sim Moise was supposed to be my godfather. And he wound up being one of my best friends, to the point that when my godfather passed, his mother would not take him off the machine until I came. Choosing someone to lead your spiritual development. Thanks for putting that in words. It is. You are choosing someone to lead you in your spiritual development, so you have to make sure that their heart ain't right. Their heart is right. Because a lot of times y'all get the mean girls, or you get the nigga that instead of him helping you out, he trying to fuck. Talking about you his spiritual wife. You didn't go to him for that. You went to him for a reading. You went to him to help clear something out. Why the fuck is he talking under your clothes? So I knew that I actually prayed for a gay godfather. I ain't gonna lie. Because I tried to have a Babalao, and he wanted to make me his spiritual wife. I tried to have another mambo, and it just didn't work. The house was messy. It was just a mess. So I had to connect, pray, and wait. How do you respect them? And what if you got intimate with someone, but they ended up being something like a mentor? Can you continue to mentor and know? Pretty brown eyes, let me say this as a elder in this community. Are you listening to me? Let me say this, and I want you to hear me. You are never to sleep with your godchildren. You are never to sleep with a client. You are never to sleep with one of your customers. You are never to sleep with anyone that's supposed to be mentoring your growth. because you will become a thing that you will become a thing that now you have to heal from that. That is going to be very distracting. That it's going to put you in this uncomfortable, because what if it don't work out? And this is a person that's been leading you, but what were their motives? What was their intentions in the first place? Because if my intention is to love on you, to help you on your spiritual journey and on your path, that is what I'm meant to do. I am not to sleep with you. You are off limits. And that is predatory behavior. And it happens a lot in these ATRs. Don't get me started. What is your advice for me to get into Palo Mayombe and start practicing it for myself? I would say it is very hard because now it's for profit and it's a money grab. And it's hard to find mentors. I'm just gonna say that. I mean, that should be common sense one-on-one for them not to do that. Well, I don't look at it like that. Again, a lot of people are hurt. A lot of women are hurt. They're wanting to be accepted. They're wanting to be accepted and taught. And so here you are in a position where this person he's so knowledgeable, or she's so knowledgeable, and she's so intelligent, or he's so intelligent, and he's teaching you so much, and then boom, now he's coming on to you, and it makes you feel special that this person, Palo Mayombe is just a different religion. It's a religion based off of kind of like Santeria. I don't get too much into that, but you can Google it, yes. But again, you are not supposed to be, they are not never supposed to hold a conversation like that with you. Because you're just looking at, right, you're just looking at this person, he's in this powerful position, and now he's wanting to fuck with you, and no. You got to be careful, because a real worker, a real spiritual leader, a real mambo, a babalao, and all, they are not going to look at you like that. And if they like you like that, they're not going to take you on as a student. They're not going to take you on as a mentor. They're going to say, no, it's a conflict of interest. You're going to be like, why? No, I could recommend somebody else because I'm looking at you in a different way. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what it is. Renisha, it just depends on what it is. I'm just going to suggest that if you guys are looking for a spiritual mentor or a spiritual teacher, ask your spirit team to guide you. And it's okay to research the person. It's okay to ask them a lot of questions. It's okay because you need to see if y'all match. You need to see if y'all mesh. And then trust what you feel. Like real talk. Because I want blind loyalty now. How do you overcome the fear of your gifts? If it's a gift, you should never fear it because it's yours. I don't do it like that, baby. If you want to talk about separation work, you need to book a love consultation and we can talk about that. But I don't use my platform like this to discuss prices and stuff like that. No spiritual worker should, because every case is different. And if you're looking for that, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of them on TikTok and Etsy that will help you in a way that's beneficial for you. But I don't work like that. You need to book an appointment. And talk to me about your particular situation, and let's do some spiritual investigation on it. So I don't just talk money like that. What encompasses your spirit team? Yeah, your ancestors. If you're using gods or goddesses, if you are whatever you choose, on your spiritual path, that's your spiritual team. Some people just work with their own ancestors. Some people just work on, they work with a god or a goddess, or they work, it just depends. You're welcome, sweetheart. But I would say book an appointment, book a conversation or a little consultation, and you will have my undivided attention, and my whole goal will be focused on you. You don't like spirits creeping up on you all the time, so skittish. Spirits don't move like that, though. They only move when they're invited in. So are you inviting the spirits in? Because if you're not, they don't move like that. They only come where they're invited. And you have to work to get that. So I don't even know what you're asking or what you're talking about, Natasha. This is better than an episode of Power. I haven't given y'all any time in a long time, so I was just trying to do that. Go to her website. You want to give her money? Well, no, I don't want her to give me anything. I only take what I work for. That's it. How long I've been on here? I've been on here for a minute. Anyway, it's 11 o'clock. I'm just going to take my ass to bed. I'm crying to bed with my husband. I'm surprised he ain't came here and say. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. Oh, wait. Tammy got another good question. When siblings argue, are ancestors conflicted? No. Because normally, if y'all are arguing, it's a generational curse that they are well aware of. That's a conversation. So anyway, I love you guys. Those are in my Infinite Energy group. If you have never been in my Infinite Energy group, or I kicked your ass out because you was not participating and you was not active, you are welcome to apply back. But remember, you got to do a video and you got to be active. We do work in there. It is not just a bunch of memes and funny posts and stuff like that. I actually make you work in there. All right? If you want to book a conversation, you want to book a reading, please, please, please. Is that my real hair? Yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. I say to you all many blessings. I speak light. I speak love. I speak prosperity. And I speak protection over each and every one of you that have watched my video. If you can like it, share it, subscribe, I appreciate it. If you want to leave a comment or anything like that, I appreciate that as well. You guys have a good night, and I love you. And I thank you guys for still watching me after all these years. I do not take any of that for granted. All right? Ashe.